Hello everybody and welcome to The Day I Became a God, episode 8? 7? I think we're actually on 7 anime review. This episode things kind of got going a little bit. I mean, the twist at the end, we all kind of saw that coming, didn't we? Yes, we did. I did at least, so there's that. The episode itself, though, was pretty funny. We definitely seem to be moving in the Yota Hina direction, if you get what I'm saying. Can't find her actual age anywhere. I looked it up after this week's episode, believe it or not. But yeah, anyway, let's just crack on with the episode, see how everything went down, and do this thing. So the episode begins with Hina busting into Yota's room as she often does. She's got news. What news does she have? Well, we got a week till the world ends. That's less than good news, you know, could be a little bit better. It's like it's 2020 or something, haha. Sora has finished her movie script. That's the good news. It's going to be a cinematic masterpiece, of course. They go to read it and everything. Turns out it is actually really good. Yota reads it, and it turns out really, really good, which is impressive. However, gonna need to do a lot of CG, and they're like, we'll just figure that out. Hina is like, I'm going to be the heroine, and I'm just sitting there like, of course you're going to be the heroine, which of course... that leads to Yota becoming the hero, the main dude. Hina woefully unprepared to be the heroine, but we'll see how it goes. Yota's the hero, obviously. Turns out they need some more people to help though. Everything they've done up to this point has been leading to this moment, by which I mean all the random shenanigans they've got up to has allowed them to make connections, and now they can call the squad in to come and help do the movie. And they all do that. He calls them all because Sora did Puppy a Good Dog Eyes, and he's a cis-con, and he can't say no to those eyes. And everybody, I mean, the Force has begun to mobilize. That's Terminator, I think. Not what I was going for, but they're moving in, is the point. Everybody assembles in Yota's fairly small living room, actually. They didn't have a lot of room to move around, including... the Lone Shark. You remember the Lone Shark he punched in the face? He's a good guy now. And he's like, yeah, I'll come to help. Why not? Sure. They wanted Tengen, obviously, to be the sponsor because she has all the moolah, all the dosh, all the cash, all the wonga, all the money. But she actually wants to be the heroine, and Hina's like, I'm the heroine, bitch. And then they do their stare down because they don't like each other very much. Yota, upon seeing everyone chatting and everything, realizes that I've got a lot of friends, damn it. I'm not a lonely kid. I got loads of friends. Great. Everybody's hyped to get going. Sora's got to storyboard the thing, so everybody, Hina, I think, suggests, like, let's all play video games. And I'm like, okay, they can play Super Smash Brothers or something. There's enough of them. Maybe a Mario Kart, throw that in there. They can all do that. Didn't mention it. Ashura and Senpai, I forgot her name. They were hitting it off great, so that's good for Ashura. You know, he gets best girl. So that's a plus for him at least. They go to play video games. I say play. Hina wanted to play Dragon Quest, so everyone else got to watch, damn it, because that's a single player game. So I think Tengen and Izanami and Yota were all watching, and they were arguing about the logic in this fantasy setting of a video game, which was fair enough, I guess. Storyboards are done, obviously, and Yota... this is when Yota gets drafted in to be the hero. I know I said it earlier, but this is actually where it happens. They're like, Yota, you got to be the hero, obviously. And he's just like, fine. And Tengen gives him her credit card to buy the supplies they need, I guess. Which, I mean, they're talking like they're going to make a cinematic Marvel. I thought they were just going to make like a student movie, but it looks like they're going all out. Costumes and that's what they got to buy, and props. Important stuff for if you make a movie. Not that I've ever made a movie. Should we make a movie, guys? Let's do it. So they begin filming, and immediately there is a problem afoot. So Hina is not cooperating, by which I mean the character is meant to be sort of shy, you know, demure kind of girl, and Hina is just being Hina, which is not how Hina acts at all. She's very boisterous, that's a good word. Loud, that's another good word. Annoying? There, I'll throw that in there. I still think she's kind of annoying, although she's gotten less so in recent weeks, so that's good at least. She's not a good singer, but that's the thing that happens as well. Tengen makes fun of her, and Yota defends her. He's a good guy like that. Happens a lot this episode, actually. Yota's always defending Hina from Tengen, so that's nice. Then she sings a little bit better. I think the second time she actually was doing all right, although I think they said like it's meant to be part of the story. So like, surely she should have stayed terrible. Who knows? The story of this thing, I guess she's like some country girl and she gets sent to go save the world, basically. Tengen is an old man, which is funny. They have to change her speech because she sounds too similar to Hina, because Hina's using the Hina way of speech. You know what I'm talking about. Yota keeps sticking up for her in every argument she has with Tengen, which is very sweet, very nice, and she's all like, back her. I love you. That smashed an egg, smashes a lot of eggs, actually. It's very, again, can't tell if she's acting or if this is legit. It's legit, I'm just going to say it. And then Yota gives her a big old hug. And he hugs her as if he's in character, but because she was out of character, it was like he was just hugging her and not the character. So she gets all stuttery and blushy. He gets a bit blushy too. Maybe he's moving on from Izanami to an actual child in Hina. Really want to know her age. Maybe she is a god, Maybe she has infinite age. Does that make her a boomer? Real questions being asked right now. They have a break for snack and tea, and basically Hina talks to him for a bit about, hey, he saved her at the summer festival, that's nice and everything, and he's all like, summer with you, it's been really, really fun and everything. I definitely think she's gonna die at the end. Like, I don't think the world is gonna end. I said last week, I think she is gonna have an illness or something that's gonna be revealed. She's like, yeah, I have a few weeks to live, and you made it happy. Now I'm getting sad just thinking about it. Damn it, if it makes me cry, I'll be happy actually. They like have a nice stare at each other before they awkwardly look away because they're teenagers? Have they ever said how old Hina is? I really need to know this actually at this point. It's becoming a plot point that I am worried to talk about, just in case, basically. It'll be sad when the world ends. One of them says that. I forget which one. Dad shows up with food and then gets drafted in to play the king, I guess, which is fine. Hina then, while they're doing this, Hina is then a master of CG apparently. Now, I am using a green screen. They did not have a green screen, and Hina was doing some mental green screening without a green screen. That is for damn sure. If you've ever edited something with a green screen, you probably know what Hina's doing. I mean, it's possible, but it's hard. I guess I'll definitely say that. Stop for today. Izanami speaks to Yota, says she's jealous that he's having so much fun with Hina. So now, Izanami's the jealous one, and Yota's going to be like, no, sorry, I love Emilia. But you know how it is. At home, they talk about how much fun they're having. This part was really well animated for some reason. Hina's like, not tantrum, but her flailing limbs will go with. They looked really good. It sounds a bit weird out of context. I promise it makes sense in context. And then she acts like a tsundere a little bit. She's like, Backer, I am a god. Your mortal life is nothing, Backer. Throw another Backer in there just for good measure. And then we return to the Hacker Kid. Do you remember him? I still don't know his name. But Hacker Kid is on to something, basically. He found the dude's handwriting, but he doesn't appear on the camera, but his handwriting is there, so cameras have been switched or something. I'm not too sure exactly what happened. Point is, he's a Hacker Kid. He's a genius. He can't access in this build from the data they need from this building, but there is something here. They stole a guy's ID to get into the building and everything. In the data, there's no traces of Mr. What was his name? Kurogi? I think his name. Kurogi is what my notes say. Words are hard, it turns out. Found a letter though. So it turns out his house is being demolished. Kurogi's house. They go to the demolition site. His possessions have already been taken to the disposal area. I don't really know what to call it. So they head to the junkyard. The stuff is being processed. It's literally on the conveyor belt, which is some mighty fine timing, that's for sure. Hacker Kid is a bit of an idiot, it turns out. He's not very sensible. He searches the boxes while on the conveyor belt. He found it, which is good, but then he almost fell in the crushing machine, and he definitely would have died. So, to be fair, the other bad thing is he would have made it off too if he hadn't stood to pose like, look what I've got. But no, he did that, almost died. He got saved by the suit. I forget what his name is, bodyguard dude. He saved him. It's a note, I guess it's like his notebook, the Kurogi's notes and notebook and stuff like that. But more importantly, what else is on there is there is a picture of Kurogi, with who I assume to be his daughter. It's Hina. Yeah. As I said, we all kind of saw that coming, that Hina would have some connection to this Kurogi. Maybe you didn't, but I've been calling it for weeks. So yeah, don't know if it says his daughter, but they were holding hands. So I'm going to assume maybe she was like his adopted daughter or something. Maybe she wasn't his like biological daughter or granddaughter or whatever. But I definitely think, well, obviously she has some relation to him. Hopefully she's not like a test subject, and that's why she has not psychic powers, but clairvoyant powers? We'll go with that. I don't know exactly what the word. Future powers. Future seeing powers. That's the one. Future sight. The psychic type move. And I don't know how much power it actually is. Anyway, that was the end of the episode. As I said, Return of the Hacker Kid seems like he's going to move the plot along a little bit. We've only got... It feels weird to say we've only got 5 episodes left, because so little's really happened. Is that harsh? That feels harsh, but I feel like it's also a little bit fair. We kind of dicked about for 7 episodes, if we're being real. But obviously, that's being done to strengthen the bonds between the characters, so that now they can make us suffer somehow. Don't know how. That's what I think is going to happen. Hacker Kid, I think, will probably ended up being a good guy in the end, but it'll be a pain in the ass for them for a while. But then he'll be like, I've seen the error of my ways. I'll help you out film this movie now. And then Hina will die. That's my official prediction, I think. That unless maybe they'll cure Hina at the end. Who knows? I'm just assuming there's something wrong with her. That's not good. But anyway, what was my favourite part of this week's episode? So my favourite part of this week's episode is what I'm going to call the egg hug. So yeah, it's the bit when Hina was smashing the eggs and then Yota gave her a big old hug. That definitely seems to be the direction we're heading in. I don't think things are going to end well for them. As I said, I think it's going to be a bit more tragic. Like, Hina's going to be like, my last wish, give us a kiss. And it's like, smwah. Yeah, that's kind of what I think's going to happen. Could be wrong, though. I've got it in my head that she's going to die. Like, I can't get it out of my head now. So if she doesn't, I would be disappointed. So they've laid their bed now. No, I'm joking, obviously. But do wonder what exactly she has to do with Kurogi, and if it's related to why they want her. Maybe they're going to use her as a hostage, and the good guys are going to be like, you stay away, that's our lolly. Get out of here. But who knows though, really? That's the real question, real point. Who can really say? We'll have to find out. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff. For more reviews, that would help me out a lot. I will be back next week for another episode of this. So take care, and bye guys.